The postseason atmosphere is electric as we welcome you to Game 1 of the League Championship Series on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story.
One out and a runner on second base.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Down to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Rodriguez is there. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Well, that's called smelling a base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
Designated hitter, Lonnie Chisenhall.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Abreu has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs. Ready now, Jay Abreu. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Now a ball hit the center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him.
Now at the plate, Clint Robinson. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning.
Clint Robinson.
Abreu ranging up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Next for
Jay
Seattle,
Abreu.
second baseman, Jay Abreu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Naquin looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center, his second of the game, and with it the Mariners move out in front 3-2.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective.
Striding in once again, Jay Abreu. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Get your pitch, huh?
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, and it's now 5-3.
Wow, talk about a man rising to the occasion. If this team rolls to the playoffs, I think he just made a convincing case for the MVP. Sure, it's only 1 game.
Jay Abreu will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game.
Man, that ball was smoked. I don't even know if he had time to react. That ball went right by him and was landing in the outfield before he blinked.
Here's Robbie Cano now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. He's running towards second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first, as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This pitch is popped up, and Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the inning. It's a run on. Ready for another chance? Tyler Naquin. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ground ball. This should do it. Abreu. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Down to the final out, you get an infield single. Anything to cling on to a little bit of life. Let's see if this sparks the rally.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something.
Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. James Paxton will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I know these pitchers.
Batting third, second baseman, Abreu.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Well, Larry Bullard is a good umpire. It's pretty uncommon to see guys get too frustrated about his balls and strikes because it doesn't seem like he favors one location more than the other.
Geyer will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Striding in once again, Abreu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Great job of hitting. So many people think you get a first pitch fastball, you have to pull it. No, a great swing is hitting the ball back up the middle.
Ready for another chance. Robinson Cano. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Robinson Cano.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Valencia. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's gone just 2 for 13. He also has 1. Will play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Guyer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Brandon Guyer.
Ready on 1 and 2. Hit down to short. Castro has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom. Digging in for his second at-bat, Clint Robinson. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. Abreu has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
I got it. Me. I got it.
And there's the first out. Ready for another shot now. Jay Abreu. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Naquin ranging back to the track. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in once again, Clint Robinson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
1 out now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Abreu is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Jay Abreu. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Line drive to left. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, a leadoff base hit. He's having a nice postseason. He is really locked in right now.
2 count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin's under it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Now a move over to first, and the runner back.
Gotcha. Drive him in for us. Let's go, baby.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. 1 hit's all they get.
Well, maybe problems they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
This one definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here.
Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Cleveland Indians. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Corey Kluber will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he's a workhorse. You know, he knows how to win games. And last game, complete game victory. He just stayed around and continued to hang in there long enough to get that W. You love it when he's on the mound.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Robinson Cano.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Geyer is there. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Here's Starlin Castro. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. A 3-for-5 line to show for those meetings. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. Pick up a run on. Digging in to try it again. Jay Abreu.
Jay Abreu.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. This is line to left. Geyer is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think.
Leading off with a Tribe, the shortstop.
Pitch on the way.
Francisco Lynn.
Abreu comes up with it. And he's retired here, 1 away. Ready once again, Jay Abreu. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Abreu.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
Got it. Nice job. Nice job.
Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Cano.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Bounce to first. Robinson fields it cleanly. He'll go to the bag for 1, but 1's all they get as the run scores. Digging in and looking for more. Jay Abreu. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Line drive to left. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Robinson Cano. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And that's in there, base hit. And he's safe.
So we just witnessed some elite speed going from first to third, as Showtrack is demonstrating. You won't find many other guys in this or any other sport for that matter that are capable of picking them up and putting them down like he can, and it ended up making a play not even close at third.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, that base hit right there gives him 2-run cushion, and you have
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Francisco Lindor.
Abreu is right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance? Jason Kipnis. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Abreu. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game. Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Cleveland Indians. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Cleveland Indians.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Batting third, second baseman, Jay Abreu.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. His 4th long ball of this series as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Naquin. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Naquin.
0-1 count and the pitch. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Coming to the plate now, Jay Abreu. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jay Abreu.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Here's Robbie Cano now. His history with Josh Tomlin, 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Ready to deliver the 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Chisenhall going back on it at the track, the wall. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result?
Digging in and looking for more, Jay Abreu. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat. Left field and deep. Geyer racing back. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire. Digging in to try it again, Jay Abreu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone. Ready once again, Robinson Cano. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Kipnis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the...
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Cleveland Indians. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny? Stepping in, Jay Abreu.
Second baseman, Jay Abreu.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ballgame. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Abreu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. For short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Taylor Motter steps into the box.
Batting 8, left fielder, Taylor Motter.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Ground out to second. Scooped up. Here's Castro for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Striding in once again, Jay Abreu. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Sent out to straightaway center field. Naquin's under it. And that's the third out. Digging in to try it again, Jay Abreu.
Second baseman, Jay
Let's get ready.
Abreu.
Come on, Chief, one time.
Here comes the first pitch. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Burns rounds third and is digging for the plate. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a one-run game now. Ready once again, Robinson Cano. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready on 1 and 2. He's running towards second. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that puts the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first base. If you can get that knock or get that guy in from first base, you know you've got a chance with that bullpen to hold it up.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially
and he's into third safely with the stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here, he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Here's the 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Starlin Castro, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor has it, but not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied.
I love the late inning at-bats when you come up clutch.
Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the 0-1. Abreu is right there. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Cleveland Indians now trail 3. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit. Stepping into the box, Jay Abreu.
Second baseman, Jay Abreu.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 5th so far in this series. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Batting eighth, first baseman number 25.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And Abreu on the throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run. Riding in once again, Francisco Lindor, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. To his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Abreu.
Second baseman, Jay Abreu.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter, Robinson Cano.
Good lead off at second there. Now hard hit at third. Valencia is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In to try it again. Danny Valencia, the head-to-head with James Paxton. He's gone just 2 for 13. He also has 1 home. Hard. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you see there, the winner in this series will have most of the country rooting against them as they'll take on the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Jason Kipnis.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Jay Abreu will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Line toward the gap in left center, and this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now.
1-2, here it comes. Popped up, back behind second. Kipnis is there for it. 2 gone. Here's Nelson Cruz now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Nelson Cruz.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Jay Abreu. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Naquin looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and it gives the Mariners a 3-1 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and they're Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
Our final line score tonight. First for the
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Seattle Mariners. And everybody, Matt Vasgersian, welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is...
Here's Javier Baez.
batting sixth, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go. And we got two.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And that's through, a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Well, you got the hard sinker in, stayed on top of it.
Batting third, second baseman, Jay Abreu.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series as the Mariners have come back to tie things at 2.
Well, there she goes. The first home run of the World Series. I was kind of waiting to see when this might happen. You knew we had great offenses, but we're off to a grand start. First game, we got one homer at least.
Ready for another chance?
Now
Eric
batting.
Vincent. 0 for 1
hitter,
for him here in this
Eric
one.
Vincent.
From the belt, kicks and deals. B2 to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Striding in once again, Jay Abreu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Blackmon going back, and it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up.
Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Back up the middle. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no. Digging in and looking for more, Jay Abreu. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far and looking to add to that here. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, head-to-head against Nate Carnes. He's gone 2 for 8. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game.
Rizzo.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Jay Abreu. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall in right field. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Looked like he broke into his home run trot a little early, and I can't blame him. He's already had 2, but this one just misses, and he'll settle for a double. Having a heck of a game, though.
Right here, one time.
And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get it. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eric Vincent.
The designated hitter, Eric Vincent.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. It's hit on the ground towards second. Abreu. On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Abreu. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
Three home runs in a World Series game. You just don't see it very often. I know for me, I got a chance to see it. Reggie Jackson do it.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score.
4 hours.
coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Game 2 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Seattle Mariners. It's Game 2 of the World Series. Next, with that, a look at the Cubbies start.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Batting third, second baseman, Jay Abreu.
Here we go.
First offering on its way. This is line to left. Schwarber is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think. Ready for another chance. Jay Abreu. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here.
Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Abreu fields it cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Jay Abreu comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Ready once again, Jay Abreu. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
Hey, get the pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go. Oh, look at that. Get a good pitch right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Runs in a World Series game, you just don't see it very often. I know for me, I got a chance to see it, Reggie Jackson do it. I was so excited as a kid. Then as an adult, I watched Pablo Sandoval do it. I can't imagine what that player feels like, hitting 3 home runs.
Striding in once again, Jose Reyes. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Jay Abreu will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 4th in the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Four home runs in a World Series game. We will never see this again. I'll go out on a limb on that one. That is just remarkable. What an amazing game he has had.
Hey, come on now, big
Settling in now, Jay Abreu. And he's shooting for some real history here as he looks for home run number 5. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple, but they still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Back now in the beautiful Pacific Northwest as we're set for what's left of this one from Safeco Field.
Man, when you're leading by 6 runs, you can't let that slip away. They were thinking about the celebration in the clubhouse a little too early, and now the other guys are celebrating in that other dugout. This one's going to sting for a long time.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
13-6, the final score in this ball game. The Mariners have evened up this World Series at 1 game apiece. Jake Arrieta allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Safeco Field, 47,116. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. It's going to be fun marveling at 2 of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Kyle Hendricks gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, he pitched into the 5th inning last.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Chicago Cubs.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
I think the sinker ball is the toughest pitch to hit because you're told all the time to look down for a ball, and every pitcher's told to get it down. But then when you start to swing and the ball sinks even more, that's when you get ground balls. So you got to go there with a real good game plan of making.
Batting third, second baseman,
Hey, have a rip, like you can.
Jay Abreu.
You can do it. Doing better. Let's do it.
See it, drive it. Come on, kid. Come on, man. Get your pitch up there.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Blackman ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Burns rounds the corner and is headed home, and he is in there.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Stepping in, Nelson Cruz. They've got two already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Starlin Castro.
All right, one time, right here.
1 out and a runner on third.
Get a good one up there, huh?
Hit out toward second. And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single.
Well, Matt, that ball wasn't hit very hard. 2 strikes. You're just trying to battle. Put the ball in play, and he gets a bonus when you drive in the run as well. So I love that at bat.
Batting third, third baseman, Chris Ryan.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Abreu.
Jay Abreu.
Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 8th in this series alone. And the Mariners have opened it up to 5-0 now.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we got one here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground, softly towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Ready once again, Jay Abreu. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. High fly ball out to Stroman is under this one. And very quickly, one gone. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Hey, you got it. Get us out of here.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit round to short. Gloved by Castro. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They're down 5-1. Jay Abreu will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. From the belt, kicks and deals. The second. The throw pulls him off the bag to second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly.
Now batting, right fielder, Eric Vincent.
Drilled on the ground to short, and this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit.
That's an impressive swing on a tough pitch, a sinker from a right-handed pitcher going into the right-handed batter, and he's able to get the bat head out and hit it in the left field. That was really cool.
Striding in once again, Charlie Blackmon. He singled his last time up.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And hit to second. Abreu. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. On to the 9th now in Game 3. Seattle leads this one 6-4. Digging in once again, Jay Abreu. His line so far, 2 for 4, but the hits are a home run and a triple.
Come on now, kid.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber going back on it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Also striding in, Hernan Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, take the show away.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball. This should do it. Throw to first is in time. They got him, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender one run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Seattle have taken a 2-1 lead in this World Series. Kyle Hendricks was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. Game 4 of the World Series comes up next. John Lester will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, he has really struggled his last 3 outings.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Batting third, second baseman.
What time right here?
Jay Abreu.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Batting fourth,
For a good one,
right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Striding in, Wilmer Flores. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Batting seventh, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Abreu onto the grass. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in once again, Jay Abreu.
Second baseman, Jay Abreu.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
0-2 now from Lester. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Ready for another chance? Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Wilmer Flores.
Now, one at a time.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mariners lead it 3-2. So stepping in, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready now with the payoff pitch. He's got it. The underhanded flip. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole hitter when the first 2 guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Digging in and looking for more, Jay Abreu. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
All right, one more time right here.
Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Halfway home, tied at 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Abreu. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Hard liner to center field, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
That's a big leadoff hit late in the game right there. Now you're down 1. You get the leadoff guy on. Now he can do a lot of things. Will he steal? Will they bunt him over? Will he score on a gapper? Maybe score on a home run. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they get him home.
Ready once again, Nelson Cruz. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. The 0-2 pitch. He's running towards second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So they can't get the strike him out, throw him out double play as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out.
Shortstop, Wilmer
Digging in once
Flores.
again, Wilmer Flores. He singled his last time up. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
I love the late inning at bats when you come up clutch right there. Big hit, tie this game.
In now, Jay Abreu. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Jay Abreu.
Hard hit toward the hole. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
Hey, sometimes you got to just get lucky. He got out in front, hooked it, and just found a hole.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Nelson.
Cruz awaits the 1-0. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drop.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. Runner breaks for third. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Baez has got it, and the side is retired. Mariners leave 1. They're on top by 3, 8-5.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
8-5 tonight. Seattle move a win away from a championship as they've taken a 3-1 series lead. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
For the Cubs, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. What do they need to focus on in order to win a championship here on the road, Harold?
Batting third, second baseman, Jay Abreu.
Hey, need you on. Here we go. Hey, I like the can up there.
Here comes the first pitch. There goes the runner. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So it's a two-run shot right center. Unbelievably, his 9th of this series. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jay Abreu.
Jay Abreu.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as the Mariners have opened up a 4-1 lead.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Leading off the inning, Mike Montgomery. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 38.
No one out now. Plays at one now.
Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down. Ready once again, Jay Abreu. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Blackman is underneath this one, and that's out number 2. Here's Javier Baez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Javier Baez.
The 1-2 pitch. Down to second. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Ready for another shot now. Blair Jimenez. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. This out to second. Abreu gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Game 5 moves to the 7th inning now. The M's lead it 7-1. Jay Abreu will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stage. back now on the show. More reactions now to this series clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners.